Hello, welcome to Two Guys Tech. I am John. This is Rich. This is where we talk about this week's news in technology. Thursday News Day.
Thursday News Day. Two Guys Tech Thursday News Day. Hello, Jamie. Thank you so much for joining us. By the way, I should put a chat on.
Boom. There she is.
We should say.
Any second.
There
There's
she is.
Jamie.
All right, there's Jamie. Thank you so much for joining us, Jamie. I get to start, right?
Yeah.
Manchuchu, hello. Thank you so much for joining me. You too. You guys are special. We got something for you at the end. And what else we got? I gotta start.
Yes,
So, John.
Yes.
John, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. It's been 7 days since we did this, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Before we just gotta do some house cleaning. Michelle, thank you so much for joining us. House cleaning is so we just finished.
CIWSIW.
Yo, thank you for joining us. So we did our giveaway of our 5,000 subscriber giveaway, right? And we had a winner.
Yes.
And he did actually come forward
That's awesome.
And so his Instagram username is Rouser. That's what I'm saying. I hope I'm saying that right. And he won our 2GT5K giveaway. And I hope I'm gonna ship out the package here probably on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
That's my plan. And I hope beyond hope that this guy comes through and shows me pictures. Pictures.
Hey, they just say they're building a new PC soon.
Yeah, they did. That's true. So without further ado, John, should we get to the news?
Let's do it.
Let's get to
I
the
want to
news.
hear
All right.
about your latest acquisition and how you're using it.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to buckle up. I'm going to tell you a story. Hey, Jerry, thank you so much for joining us. Let me tell you a story about a man who had a vision, a dream. A dream.
I'm timing this.
You shouldn't.
It's 7:02, folks.
I was one of those early people who would like, yeah, Google Stadia, I want to have this thing to let me play video games, stream video games anywhere in the world. And I signed up. And I got the Founders Edition. I think that's what they call it. I don't remember what they call it now. I am a founder.
You got the blue remote edition.
I know it's green. It's like army green. Yeah, olive green. Anyway, well, they rolled out. Stadia went live earlier this week.
Yes.
And
to raving reviews from what I hear.
Oh my goodness. So first off, I still haven't got my controller.
Right.
I was hoping to show it off today on the show, but I digress. It didn't show up. It's supposed to show up tomorrow. Fingers crossed. Press thumbs, depending where you're at. I want to show you what my Google Stadia experience has been like. Can I do that?
Yes.
Let's see. Here, this is, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay.
This is my Google Stadia experience.
Well, I can tell you, your problem right there is slow internet.
I apparently have too slow of internet.
Your internet's horrendous.
So I cannot play any of the two games that are on there at all. And I should say, I just, while I'm complaining about this, on Monday I got an email. They sent an email out to all the founders of Stadia, and they had some information. I'm going to give you the highlights, okay?
Okay, let's see this.
First off, if you want to use your 4K Google Chromecast, which they sent for free, I paid for it.
Free.
You have to wire it. Wire it into Wired Ethernet. And they have a little plug on the thingy, which I'm not going to do because my TV is in the place. I got a Chromecast because it's wireless.
Yeah.
You have to be on a 5 gigahertz network. Doesn't support 2.4.
Okay, well, that's not a big deal.
Yeah, sure, that's not a big deal. The controller is Wi-Fi.
Which is a little weird.
It is. It's not just a little. I think it's very weird. I think it's big weird. It's big weird is the word I would use.
Okay.
It's big. Yeah, I know, Manchuchu.
Yeah,
We've seen your speeds. We don't need you to sit there and lord over your 1 gigabit Ethernet or internet over us.
Yeah, this guy's got nothing but pictures on his phone of his download.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Manchuchu's got nothing else.
Hey guys, did I hear you talking about internet speed? Hey,
here it is. Look at mine. And we're like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, we get it.
Yeah, that's mine. By the way, that's mine over on the right side. You have to use the Google Home app to set it up. There's a Stadia app, and they say in the letter, if I may be so bold, they say, and I quote, "Don't have anybody in your house stream HD videos, play video games over the internet. Basically, don't use your network.
No, only you.
Only me.
Only you.
So I don't know about all you guys, but I have multiple people who live with me, including younger kids who thrive on the YouTubes.
Yes.
And I just know it's impossible.
Yeah, but what does Google recommend as it for an internet connection? Because I thought it was like 100, 128.
Honestly, I should have looked that up because you think it would be the first thing I
It
looked,
was really low, I thought.
but I even turned off the 4K streaming, and it's still I cannot get it to work. So my experience has been just pure trash. I have yet to actually play Google Stadia. I have been able to watch some very low quality, low bitrate stuff. Doesn't look all that great, and it fails, and it gives me that message. I'm just super unhappy. So much for your negative latency, Google Stadia.
Negative latency. That's gonna be the new meme.
Yes, and I just want to say, if you are considering Stadia right now, don't. Do not. It's not ready for prime time. It is not.
I saw him trying to use it last night, and it was painful. It looked like streaming from like the early 2000s with massive buffering.
It's
You're
bad.
trying to launch Destiny, and like it couldn't even get through the.
You couldn't even get through the loading.
No, it wouldn't even let you in the game.
So yeah, I
Okay,
don't.
Google recommended minimum internet connection speed of 10 megabits per second while streaming games at 720.
Can you look and see what's my download speed there?
Well,
200.
Let's see here.
What's my upload speed?
Oh, I don't know if that's enough.
Almost 340 megabits a second. Yeah, that's BS. So unhappy. I'm only partially raging at this because, to be honest with you, I haven't tried to fix it. I haven't even used the Chromecast.
What are you supposed to do? Buy faster internet? What do you try?
I might just go as far as to basically take the hose and plug it straight into the computer.
Well, you've already dropped the quality of the stream.
I did. I dropped it down to lowest you can go is 720.
Yeah.
So, whatever. Anyway, so I'm not happy.
Impressed.
Not impressed. Doesn't even begin to scratch the surface.
Yeah.
They're the first. They have to be the best. They have to.
Well, not really the first, but you think if
they're
anyone
the
knows
first streaming
speed,
service, right?
No, there was one before them. I can't remember the name.
Well, I guess Nvidia had streaming stuff, but I mean, this was supposed to be the thing, the big thing. Not to mention
Microsoft
the fact
is nipping at their heels. Too.
I'm looking forward to Microsoft's xCloud.
And they have you should go over the game library thing because it's way different than what I thought it was. I thought you were getting a subscription service.
Well, I complained about this last time. Okay. Google Stadia, you don't get. It's not a smorgasbord, all you can eat of whatever games they're playing, right?
Right.
It's not. You get two. I have, because I'm a founder, I get Destiny 2, which I've already played through, and some sort of game. I can't even start the game, so I don't even know what it is. But it's anime-esque, and it could be a fighting game. I
think it's a fighting game.
But I can't even play it, so whatever. It's not even worth playing.
But I mean, you're paying a monthly fee for what then?
I'm not paying a monthly fee for 3 months, and then I'm gonna immediately cancel it.
But you're not paying that because you gave them money.
Right. I thought originally, and I think the world thought originally, that Stadia was going to be basically like the Netflix.
Yeah.
The Netflix of video games.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And it's not.
That's what I thought, but obviously I didn't read the small print.
No, it wasn't small. After a certain while, they're like, oh, well, we're going to give you a discount on the games. But they're not yours. You can't take them anywhere. Yeah. You don't buy them, they show up in your Steam account. They're only in Google Stadia. So if you decide one day, oh, I'm done with this, you can't take your ball and go home. You can't.
Nope.
Ugh. Meh.
Rich is the new spokesperson for Stadia, obviously.
Yeah, so let's be excited. Get into that Stadia stuff. I am looking forward to Google or Microsoft's xCloud because supposedly that's going to be more of that. You pay for it, you get whatever.
No, they actually have a game library. They have 50 games right now for $10 a month. I think it's the same price actually.
And we even have it's going to be the soup du jour soon for all of these big companies, but. Moving on, John. Let's talk about. Oh yes.
Yes.
This is what's blowing up the internet, and it's.
I'm excited for this. Okay. So Half-Life 3, not here. That's okay though. Half-Life 3 has kind of become this joke that I think Valve's very aware of that they'll never live up to the hype.
Yeah.
So let's take a look at this trailer here. So this was announced today, and this is a VR game, and they have no plans to port it to regular controls.
Regular video, just regular.
No, they said that with the way they have this game design, there's no way you can play it with a controller, keyboard, mouse.
Now that's supposed to be real in-game graphics, right? That's not just
no, this is all in-game.
Yeah.
And it looks amazing.
Oh my gosh.
It's probably the best looking VR game I have seen yet.
We will be. Oh, we have all been waiting so long for this.
No, it's great. It looks amazing.
Okay, so go into details about this. Let's tell us more about what we're...
Okay, so this is between Half-Life 1 and 2. And, oh man, what is with these guys?
You guys are these high-speed internet stuff.
Oh my gosh.
Look.
You should try... Hey, this guy right here, or she, I'm sorry, should try Stadia. You need to try Stadia.
Don't try Stadia. Actually, Manchucha should try Stadia too.
Yeah, Manchucha.
Both of you guys obviously have gigabit internet, and that's, you know, in my part of America, it's not even an option. So we're all staring at this, and
we're just gonna complain about Stadia while watching a VR
game. Okay, so
all right,
continue.
Okay, so this is gonna work with Valve Index, HTC Vive, Windows Mixed Reality, Oculus Rift, Oculus Quest PC with link cable, which comes out here in a few weeks.
It's terrible.
This is gonna support room scale, sitting, standing, teleport, shift, and continuous walking. So this basically just supports everything. It looks amazing.
Half-Life Alyx.
It's also going to come with Source 2 tools for building new environments.
Oh, there's the G-Man.
Yeah.
He looks very much the same.
He does.
March 2022.
So this is soon, right?
Yeah, that's only a couple months away.
But this is going to come with a level editor, which I think is going to be huge. And again, if you cycle through the pictures here, it just looks amazing. I want you to stop on the gloves. They're coming up here in a minute.
Okay, these are a lot of these.
You're smarter than rich, by the way, for not paying that much money on consoles. These, okay. So there's the gravity gun, right? So now there's gravity gloves.
Gravity gloves.
So it's kind of neat. Our heads are in the way, but on the left here you can see your health status with the hearts there.
Mm-hmm.
And then because you're in VR and you can't run all over the room beyond your space, gravity gloves. So you can reach for things and they come right to you.
That's awesome.
So kind of a neat idea, because they already had that dynamic in the game to begin with. But
right, we had the gun, which was easy to control with a controller or a keyboard and mouse, right?
And of course, the Index has got the... Help me out here. The Index controllers. So.
Hey, Liam, thanks for joining us.
So yeah, looks pretty awesome. What else I got here for some pictures?
What else? I just want to stare at these pictures. Okay, there's more.
No,
and these are all in-game snaps, right? This is... Oh, I can't wait.
No, it looks
cannot wait. I'm interested to see how they handled the movement, because the crux of VR really is trying to get around in your 3D space.
Yeah, and you can do everything. They have every form of locomotion open in this game. So I mean, you can sit down to run around your room with the Quest. So
yeah, and I also got to say, hats off to Valve for not caring about what VR platform you got.
For sure.
I mean, and I think you mentioned it earlier.
Looking at you, Rift. The Oculus is got nothing but exclusives, and there's ways around it, but
yeah, in Valve and Steam, they just want to make games available.
And let's face it, VR has a pretty expensive entry point.
It does.
You guys need to support each other. I get it, you're competing companies, but at the same time, good games bring people to buying things.
Absolutely.
And if you're gonna spend $400 and up on a gaming, let's just call it a console.
Yeah,
even though you have in addition to having to have a nice PC to plug into it.
Right. So, out of everybody who's watching, are you going to play this game? Would this be the tipping point to make you go and get VR? I'm dying to know, because this...
If you have a Valve Index already, and if you buy one before the end of the year, you'll get this game for free also. So, $1,000 headset for $60, but I still haven't tried a Valve Index. I really want to.
That's the newest one, and I hear it's even better than the Rift S.
It's the cream of the crop. It is.
Can you just give me $1,000?
No, I cannot.
Can you give me 1,000 megabits so I can play Google Stadia?
Yeah, maybe you can download a VR headset. All right, so the minimum specs: you need an i5 7500, Ryzen 5 1600.
That's modest, right?
12 gigabytes of RAM.
That's
actually up there.
That's a respectable amount of RAM.
That is. These specs are pretty reasonable. Then I saw the RAM, and I was like, oh wow.
Yeah.
GTX 1060, reasonable.
Yeah.
RX 580,
reasonable,
and 6 gigs of VRAM.
So minimum of 6 gigs of VRAM.
Right.
That's it. So
this is a RAM intensive game here.
Yeah, that prices out a lot of the older stuff. Okay. So yeah, I have. I'm
excited.
I have a Rift S, so I'm gonna buy that.
I'm gonna get it too. For sure.
And it's all single player, right? There's no multiplayer aspects or anything like that.
They really haven't said much beyond, but I have a feeling it's just single player.
And didn't you mention something about how they originally wanted this game to be, they were trying to make a Portal game?
Yeah, they were talking about, they had a kind of a a round table with some of the developers, and one of the original ideas was to do a Portal game. Like, they needed a flagship game for the Index, and they're talking about how they started playing around with Portal, and it would just make people sick. And you think about it, because for the most part, I can play almost anything in VR and not get too dizzy.
Not me. No.
But I just even think about Portal and some of the scenes of like 2 portals and you doing like
you're like zipping through the
Yeah, I mean, I could definitely see people getting sick playing Portal.
Oh yeah.
But it'd be amazing. But I'm sure they have some dynamics, like some originality of you. There's no way you could do this if it wasn't VR, and that's what I'm really looking forward to in this game. Yeah. Is they're gonna pull some stuff like that.
Yeah. Can't wait.
Oh yeah, agreed. Random thought here, and I was thinking about because I haven't seen the Valve logo in a long time, like the red valve. How come the Index doesn't have a red valve?
Well, I mean, it's made by HTC, but yeah, that's a good question. Like, you would think that would?
Is it made by HTC?
Yeah, because
the Rift S, they work with Lenovo.
So yeah, so Steam or Valve as a company doesn't actually make any hardware. Yeah. So they just had HTC do it, but that's a mod.
That actually makes sense because you can buy the Index controllers and use them with HTC Vive.
Yeah. So, yeah, I wouldn't.
And if you buy the controllers and have an HTC Vive, you get the game for free also. So.
Lots of ways to do it. Manchuchu thinks the Portal would make somebody sick as well.
Oh, for sure.
But it would be great.
Yeah.
Someone needs to make a Valve
I'm sure someone out there has done it.
Why is that not done yet?
Probably because you can hit your head on things.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. So, okay. So that's it. It's out. It's coming out in March. I can't wait.
There.
Yeah.
You can pre-order it now, and I think if you pre-order it now between March, you get 10% off, I believe. So definitely worth a look.
When John was talking about this earlier today, I got on YouTube. It's the #1 video on YouTube. It had this came out at 10 o'clock Pacific time today, right? And it has over 2 million views.
That's pretty crazy.
That's nuts.
Half-Life has beyond the cult following.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, everybody wants Half-Life. I want Half-Life.
I don't even remember. It's been so long. I remember loving it and thinking, when's Half-Life 3 coming out?
Yeah, that's everything.
And then now I hardly remember anything about the game at all.
Yeah, you'll have to play it. Yeah. Okay. So moving on. We'll take a jump back here. So I'm gonna make a prediction. Here's my prediction. My prediction is that 2020 will be the year of streaming game services.
Okay.
And that is...
The question is who is going to actually do it?
Yeah, it will be the year that all the big players are doing it. Mm-hmm. Amazon, it just kind of leaked today that Amazon is planning to bring their own streaming game service to the public in 2020.
Okay.
Maybe Amazon can do better than Google.
Really,
reading
they both
a
have
book,
experience with
reading
broadband.
a book is better than playing Google Stadia right now.
Well, at least you could actually have your content.
Yeah, I can actually I can just go. I could buy a book off Amazon.
Yeah.
And wait for it to come in the mail, and that would be faster than starting a game on Google Stadia. And I could read the book. And it'd still be faster than waiting for my game to start. Sorry, I'm a little...
He's impressed, obviously.
Anyway, so there's very little information, but it's being built as a cloud subscription service, so I'm assuming then that we're going to see games for rent.
Yeah.
Maybe, hopefully...
I thought Google could pull this off because they know broadband, right? But Amazon does too. Their cloud service is huge.
Yeah, Amazon's the largest.
It's not really out of their realm.
No, it's not. Yeah, but it's not like Google's realm either. I don't know. There's literally no excuse. Like if I was an engineer, I'd be like, well, it's time to update my resume. I quit this job. I can't do this. Anyway, let's move on. I'll just complain about this all night. So they're planning on launching their own in 2020. This was leaked. It's not like an official thing. It sounds like they're planning to do native Twitch integration. So, which totally makes sense. When you own Twitch, get
that investment.
You might as well extend that as far as you can. I'm actually kind of surprised that there's no Stadia YouTube integration for that.
Well, that would require
more bandwidth.
Yes.
More than the 200 megabit down that I have.
Yes.
Anyway, so look for that. But my prediction is that 2020 will be the year that people stop potentially building big computers and start looking at cloud services, assuming they can pull it off.
Yeah, that's a big if. Yeah. But boy, you got the big three investing in it right now.
Yeah. And Manchuchu thinks they can pull it off, and I think they can pull it off too. Absolutely. All right, John, that was a short one, but I wanted to bring it up since we're talking about Stadia. And basically, I don't know, riding a bicycle outside, you get more done than playing Google Stadia.
Well, that's okay.
Turning your computer off and staring at a blank screen is better than playing Google Stadia.
Next.
Right. Sorry.
Okay.
Hashtag Google Stadia is not
good. A little worked up.
I'm upset.
Just
I waited months for this. Anyway, let's talk about something cool that is technology, but not necessarily.
The Mustang is going electric.
It is.
And I don't know what's more shocking is the fact that it's going electric or it has 4 doors now.
That's not what a Mustang is supposed to be.
There are some big changes here. All right, you got pictures or a video? What do you want to start
with? Let's start with pictures.
All right, start with the pictures. All right. So this is the new Mustang.
Yeah, you're right. So Jerry said, if I gave everybody $1, hey, Dagon Paul, thank you so much for joining us. Yeah, if I gave everybody $1 for how many times I complained about Stadia, they'd have like
or drive-in theaters.
$10.
All right, next picture,
drive-in theaters. Don't you dare.
Next picture.
Next picture. Sorry. Okay, so that's the front of the new Mustang.
Front of the car.
That's the inside of the new Mustang.
This is what caught my eye. Okay, Rich and I were talking about this before the show. They're just straight out inspired by Tesla in my mind.
Absolutely. Model S, anybody?
Yeah. All right. But what did catch my eye?
Yes, it does. We got pictures of it.
Yeah. All right, let's keep
Manchuchu is not impressed with the 4 doors.
I don't know if anyone is at the moment. Okay, keep moving.
Keep moving.
What do we got here? This is the front again.
Okay, hold on. Stop. I want to back up. I'm going to do this, okay?
Yeah.
Look, guys.
Here we go. The insert.
I
know.
You don't have a motor, or you don't have an engine in the front of the car. You don't have a radiator. Yep. You don't need to have a grill that you just plug the hole.
There is a frunk behind there.
Fine. Do something else with the front of your car. You could do anything, literally anything. But it's like they cannot. And Tesla's the same. Like Tesla's the same deal. Except Teslas look like dolphins.
The original S looked different.
That's
and there was a big uproar about how ugly it was. Unless it's plastic, you can change it. And there are a lot of different trim models.
Did they all have like the hole for the grill that's filled with something?
They do. What would be cool if it was like a window and they had like you could just shove your children in the front and then they could look out the front. I don't know.
I don't know why you would do that. That's an impact zone.
I'm just going for originality.
It's like put your children where the radiator.
Yeah, you go on a road trip, you won't have to listen to them. They have their own little window.
Let's make sure that John doesn't ever get any kids.
I'm like Homer in that episode where he builds his own car and he bankrupts the company.
Oh, yeah, the 2 separate domes. Yeah. So I just. And Dagon agrees with me. It's like, I don't understand why you got to do that. You have the future as your playground.
Yeah,
Let's be creative. Do something.
Because right there, it kind of looks like a Ford Fusion.
Or an old Model S, right?
Yeah.
Because it's got the whole thing. Yeah, see, now this is... Welcome to Two Guys Tech. This is how you start.
I would put a window in the front. I mean,
how about some holes so they can breathe? It's not a jar for children.
It'd be like dog mode on the Tesla. It'd be like, my children are safe. They can't get out.
Yeah, they can't get out.
Yeah.
Make sure you crack the window on a hot day, you sick man.
You can put bars in the front.
Prison for your children.
On another note,
all right, I want to get back to this so we don't go on back to this. Okay.
So the front of the car, it has a frunk. It's for storage. There's no engine in the front, right? So you lift it up. It's just open. And right now, it's all waterproof with a plug. So you could fill it with ice and put tasty beverages in there.
Great. So you're going to crack it open. You're going to have a Bud Light with your American automobile?
I guess.
I'm just saying. Okay, and I want to take a step back.
All right, let's go to what reason a tech channel is talking about this car. The screen.
Hold on. But wait. Why do we have to call it a frunk? We don't call the back a bunk.
Call it trunk.
But a trunk is just a box to put stuff in it. Why can't it have a front trunk and a back trunk?
Front trunk?
Front.
Stop. I think you just get it. I think Rich just
No, I get it. Oh, gosh. Okay. That's the butt of it. And like Dagon
said...
The
butt of the joke.
The Dagon said it looks like a bit like an X5. It looks a little bit like the back of a BMW.
Speaking of that.
But is that what's... No, so that's the inside. So talk about the inside first.
Okay, so what caught my eye was the screen that's like literally half an inch bigger than a Tesla Model 3. Little jab there. But what's interesting is if you look at the bottom of the screen, there is an actual knob on there.
There's a knob. Take that, Tesla. We have knobs. Sorry. All right.
Show over. I just thought it was cool.
Thanks for joining us, everybody.
Go to the video.
We have a knob.
All right.
Go continue. I'm sorry.
Video.
All right.
Click on the video button.
Okay, the video. Jeez. Here's.
Holy smokes.
You want the video of the car?
No, we're talking about the screen.
Okay, so this is the screen video.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So check this out, right? It's an actual tactile wheel that is sticking out of the screen. So
power
that means they had to
evolution.
order a screen from somebody and say they want a hole in it
Well, yeah, I mean,
to attach this.
your
And
iPhone's got a hole that gets laser cut, but it's just the Buto. That's an actual.
yeah, it's like in the center. I mean, look, there's a screen in the middle,
Yes,
or the
there-
same screen. I mean,
Or two screens.
whatever.
Anyway, yes. So continue. This is.
I just think it's super neat. I think it's a nice touch, and I think I give them points for originality.
Really, because I mean, other than the knob, I really liked when I saw it in the Model S. Because that's
The screen.
Yeah. How big is that display?
15.5 inch.
15. And how
touchscreen.
big is the Model S display?
It's probably like 15.4. I don't know. I have to look it up.
Take that, Elon. Take that. Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
What's funny though is like
hopefully you're not doing that while you're driving.
what makes you wonder is people that have long fingernails like turn this. Eventually, there's gonna be a circle
Yeah,
in the
just like-
glass around like.
Yeah, I mean, it's the thing here is how's the UI, right? Which we don't know about because they're still
No,
making the UI.
This was just shown on Sunday.
Right.
There's a lot of unknown. This car is
Sunday.
still a year away. They don't even have the 0 to 60 time like officially down. They said it's gonna be under 4, but higher than 3.
Okay.
It's very vague.
Do you want to watch the actual video?
Yeah,
of
we
it?
can go ahead and keep talking.
Okay,
Let's go to
so
the next video.
Here's the Erdis Alba,
All right, so
who's the face of electric Mustangs apparently. So
the GT model is gonna go for 61 grand, 459 horsepower, 612
yes,
foot-pound of torque.
that's exactly what it is. It's basically an SUV with a Mustang
Yes.
badge on it.
In fact, this does not have a single Ford badge anywhere on it. Only the Mustang, which I thought was interesting. Interesting choice.
It
This
is. It isn't.
This is marketing.
Yeah, it
right,
is an
right
interesting
here, full
choice.
effect.
So, yeah, I agree. So, yeah, we anyway, but this is
Okay.
going to drop. So, that's back to the picture. Do we have Manchukuo passes? All right. So, I really like how this Ford Mustang looks. Yeah, that's another picture of,
Of not a Mustang.
no, that's a Mazda CX-5.
Yes, yes, it is.
Does that not look like the Ford E Mustang Mach-E? Or how about this one? This one is a little more of a stretch, but
See that the price range is a little higher on that
yes, that's the.
one. You know how it's more expensive, it has more angles.
Yeah. Well, did you know in Lamborghini terms, you pay like $1,000 per angle? That's how they do it.
So that car is like 300 grand.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the Lambo. I mean, but then that's in my
Here,
opinion.
go back a couple.
All right.
Yeah, that one.
No, it's we don't have a really good shot in here, but because they don't show it from the side because it looks just it is cheaper, Jerry. You're right.
That was my fault. I didn't get an image on the side.
But it kind of looks like there. So we got this, or we got the sweet Mazda CX-5. I'm just saying, while I applaud Ford for actually making their first real electric automobile,
Yeah.
right? I mean, this is their shot at becoming an electric car company in a way. Would you agree with that statement?
Yeah.
However, the engineers were like, well, how do we design something like this? Well, let's see what everyone else in the market did. And then they made it.
Pretty much. And then they pulled a Kia and then didn't even put their badge on it.
You think the marketing group's like, we probably shouldn't call this a Ford. I don't know. I think they'd be better off to call it a Ford. That's right. That's not the Ford. In case someone checks it.
We were talking about that car. That's what we were
Yeah,
talking about.
it's so
Or SUV.
we got an X5, but we've got a model or a Mazda CX-5 side, and then a old Tesla Model S nose.
Yes.
And honestly, these seats kind of look Tesla Model S too.
No, they do. Especially if you look at the vents and stuff. But
Yeah. So there you go.
the jury's out. I think watching the videos looks a lot better than the still pictures.
That's fair. Looking at the videos, it doesn't look like this.
This thing's a year away too, and there's gonna be like.
But they showed
six
it's at
different
the auto
trim
show right
models.
now. This is what it's going to look like, right?
I don't know. I bet you.
I mean,
they
for
could
the most
change it.
part,
It's not in production yet. So.
that's true. They could be like, "Oh, pull it, it's terrible."
All right, that's all I
But
know
hold on.
about
But
that.
let's talk about one other thing about it because we didn't talk about price, and you mentioned price. So let's
Okay.
talk about price.
So 44,000 starting.
Okay.
Ending is 61,000. Starts at 255 horses, ends at 459 horses. The high end one is got a motor on each wheel, and it can do 0 to 60 in less than 4 seconds. But they haven't nailed that.
They haven't
time
said
down
exactly.
Yet. Right. I'm sure they're still working on getting it down. So.
Yeah, and so I to Daigon's point, yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head. I agree. I want to say though that for $61,000 you can buy yourself a pretty nice 3 Series BMW that can get it'll easily hit 4.1.
Now that you've tested
seconds.
this recently,
Not that I've done that.
getting pizza
4.1
in the middle of the night.
0 to 60 in 4.1 seconds. I'm just saying, and you get you get all that other stuff too. So I don't know.
A weird note that I did not get a picture for this, and we're talking pre-show. So to open these doors, there's a button on each door. And the door pops open, just like the Tesla, but there's no door handles. You just slide your hand in and pull it open. Well, while they're testing this car out with actual potential consumers, they're worried about slamming their door in the handles. So
you mean their hands in the doors?
Yeah.
The door in the handles.
Yeah. So they added like this little lip on the top that like hangs out. For the driver and the passenger, but not the rear.
Okay, so the back is...
It's really weird. Like, I think that's definitely a last-minute thing, and they're probably going to change it. But it's kind of odd-looking.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't get a picture of it. But
so, Digon works at a place that helps them make the...
Oh, but the recent Mustang.
Oh, but not this Mustang. Still, maybe.
The newer Mustangs are sick. But...
Yeah, I agree. The GT.
Ford has really stepped up their game.
Yeah, on the Mustang, I agree, but this is not... This is not... So, anyway, ladies and gentlemen... Right now, would you buy one? Let's say that you had the money, you had a choice between this and a Model S or, I don't know, something else. What would you buy? I'm waiting.
All right, well, we got a delay. So.
Yeah, there's a delay.
And you can do your PSA, your next rant.
Oh, and Manchucci buy for his girlfriend, which is...
Very sweet of you,
That's very kind of you. Okay, and Digon likes his Ford Escape, so he'd buy this, which... all right. I don't think they ever... Did they make a Ford GT 500 GTR?
No, they are. They're GT 500. I could be wrong, though. I haven't been in the market for a GT 500 in a while.
Or ever.
Ever.
Yeah. Okay, so a lot of people would buy this car. So you and I are... I'm just the minority here. Except for Jamie. Thank you, Jamie. This Jamie's on my side.
I rented a Mustang a while ago, and I thought the new ones are pretty amazing.
And Jerry's not going to buy it.
If they're putting the Mustang logo on anything, I mean, it's their flagship car. So, I don't know. Jury's out. We'll see.
Yeah. Sub's not going to buy it either.
We're going to know.
That's good.
A lot of no's.
All right. Well, I mean, whatevs.
All right.
But
next.
Okay, this is more of a PSA. I want to say it because this affected me.
This is actually Rich's soapbox for complaining this episode.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. For people who are watching this for the first time, I don't usually complain this much.
No.
All right, I typically complain this much. So there we go. I was a couple days ago, Apple released iOS 13.2.3.123456789 on a walkie-talkie. 2 weeks after they released their last patch. The reason why I'm talking about this is because I'm an Apple user, and my phone, the mail app, was basically broken. I could not get mail. So if you're waiting for mail from me, it's because of the phone.
He's just horrible.
I'm just bad at responding to people. Ask some of the vendors who contact us. It's nothing personal. Digon loves what they did with the Apple Car app. Oh, what do you mean? Like CarPlay? Because CarPlay is the bomb.
Yeah, you recently are a user of that.
I now have a vehicle with CarPlay, and
vehicle does not
CarPlay. I want to try Android Auto to see what it looks like and how it functions differently, and maybe people who have Android Auto can talk to it. But Apple CarPlay is the best. You don't need Microsoft Sync. Mm-hmm. You just need a system that can put your phones.
Well, maybe you should buy that new Razer phone and test it out.
Yeah, like my $1,500 flip phone.
Just to test it out.
I would. I love that phone. I don't even own it, but it speaks to my youth in a way. Yeah. So anyway, Apple, if you've got Apple products, iPad and iPhone, update them. It's good for you. It's good for me. If it's good for me, it's good for them, right? I don't know. So yeah, and I've never used Android Auto. Digon says he has. I don't know if anyone else has tried Android Auto. You don't hear a lot of people talk about it. People don't go, oh, this car has Android Auto, even though they have both.
I've never heard anyone say, oh, it has Apple Auto either.
Or Apple CarPlay? No. Oh my gosh. Every time I get into a car, like if it's a newer car, you're like, does this have Android or Apple CarPlay? And I'm like, boop, yes it does.
See, I'm using Alexa at the moment. So.
Oh yeah. But he apologizes for saying smash. Yeah. So anyway, update, guys. It's what's for dinner. That's the same. And speaking of schmeck,
yeah. All right. So we were actually going to try something before the show, but I didn't realize that the studio is not near a 7-Eleven. You can actually order things through your Schmeshmeshma and
I don't know. I honestly
have it within 30 minutes, which just is kind of crazy to me. That you can actually order a Slurpee or an alcoholic beverage and have it delivered to your home, just talking to your Echo device.
Let me answer this question.
Yes.
Sub, if you have something that supports CarPlay, it will do it. Because some car UIs are actually Android based, but they just have to support CarPlay. Continue with the thing.
there's not really much more to go on.
Well, except we tried to order. I had this great plan.
I love how he's already ranting about it because we don't have a 7-Eleven near the studio. He's like, no, it's terrible. You know what my problem with this is?
I'm not saying it's terrible. I'm not. All I'm saying is that when John told me about this thing that I could order like a beer
right now
and have it delivered
before the end of the show. We wanted it delivered during the show.
I was thinking, wouldn't it be great to take the app and order it right now while you guys watch, and then while we're doing the show, the thing shows up. John wanted a Slurpee. I wanted a beer. Whatever. But
both.
I don't. Yeah. Can we get both?
Like vodka and a Slurpee.
They don't sell hard alcohol.
You don't have some here, don't you?
Oh yeah. Okay. I guess you do.
Don't have a Slurpee machine here, do you?
All of you who are in the United States who are near a 7-Eleven should install the app and order yourself.
While sitting on the couch playing some
Google Stadia.
Yeah. While you're waiting for Google Stadia to work.
That's another $1.
You order a Slurpee. Yeah.
Another $1.
But there's no minimum order, so I just feel bad for the delivery driver.
Yeah, I think we should go to, because you have it at your place, right?
I live like across the street from 7-Eleven already.
We should, next time we're at your place, we'll do like a live stream and we'll just order it.
It'll be the most boring live stream ever.
We will order like a piece of candy, like a 25-cent piece of candy.
Okay.
And just
be that guy.
I mean, I know there's a delivery fee of like $4, right?
$3.99.
$4, yeah. So a 50-cent piece of candy. Or like maybe $1 candy bar.
That is going to be the most mangled, like contaminated piece of candy.
Oh, that guy's going to be like, here's a candy bar.
Here's what we do. We give this guy a big tip. Okay.
I don't want to do that.
But
okay.
We get some DNA testing on the candy.
Well, John, if the wrapper's open, you don't eat the candy bar. I don't know if you knew this, but you're not supposed to eat products.
Open the door. Here's your candy.
Throws it at your face. It's like oh, that'd be great. But yeah, just for the record, so you know, you don't eat products that have the seals broken.
Oh, is that the trick?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh.
I mean, I
PSA from Rich today. Like, update to iOS 13 and don't eat candy that's been opened.
And don't buy Google Stadia. So yeah, but we should do that. That way,
all right.
Maybe save that for a skip for the live show.
That's all I got.
That's all you got, and I think that's all we got for stuff too. But we have some stuff to talk about. Okay, so we just launched a Patreon for us. If you enjoy what we do and you want to help us continue to do this, please consider checking out our Patreon. We've got a couple cool perks.
Yes.
And, so check that out. There's the link below. Along with that, we got our first patrons. And part of that is to let people know who they are. So I want to, and I apologize, guys, don't want to be known by name. So Mitchell McKinney, thank you so much for being our first patron. And Jamie Stith, thank you so much for being our second official patron. You guys are awesome. We really, I can't say enough how much it means to us to have people support us and say that they like what we do.
Yeah, and use that Discord, chat with us.
Yeah, we got the Discord set up so we can get in there and talk. And Google Stadia. See, it's going to be like hashtag Rich doesn't like Google Stadia sort of thing. Whatever. Hashtag not. Whatever.
I think it's the internet. Hashtag internet doesn't like
Stadia. Hashtag internet. So moving on, we have swag. I'm wearing some. John's wearing some. And every show my wife comes in and says, hey, did you fix that screen with the swag that puts the head of the person over John's face? And I say nope, because I love it. Sorry, it's right there. Boop, that one. I love that lady's face is over John's. I just want John to go every show, can you just go and just like,
no.
Come on.
See, the thing is, it doesn't bother me enough to actually change it myself, but I'm gonna make fun of you for it until it changes. It's gonna be every show until we eventually give up.
Yeah, Manchester thinks our Discord's gonna be full of.
Well, since there's only 2 of you using our Discord
right now, since we just launched it,
it's only 2 of you on Patreon.
Yeah, and sub to get access to our Discord. Right now, it's part of our perks for our Patreon. So check out Patreon. It's just $1 a month if you want to get into it. And okay, well, sorry, John. I just totally got sidetracked.
Okay.
Everybody who's talking to us right now is watching us on YouTube, which is great. Jerry, get a shirt. Yeah, Jerry. There's the link.
Shirts.
There's the link, and you can look just like this lady over here, who's occluding John's face. This is really hard to do, by the way. And anyway, so we're on YouTube. Two Guys Tech is just kind of a labor of love with John and I, and we hope that you'll consider subscribing if this is the first time you've seen us. We do these shows every Thursday. Boy, I'm long in the words today.
It's quite all right.
Subscribe to us and help us continue to build this.
Check out other videos.
And check out our videos. Yeah, I do lots of tech reviews, lots of cool stuff like that. Thank you for watching. You guys are awesome. We will not see you next week because it is Thanksgiving in the United States on Thursday.
Wow.
Yeah, so I thought about this. So we will be stuffing our faces with turkey and mashed potatoes.
And 7-Eleven and delivered beer.
You think they deliver on holidays? Wait, it's a 7-Eleven. Of course they're open on holidays. People who work there, I feel bad for them. Anyway, thanks so much. We'll see you again next time.
Have a good night.
See you guys.